Hi, I'm Phil Constantine with Travels with Phil. I want to tell you a small world story. No, I'm not talking about the ride over Disneyland. I'm talking about one of those unusual events that takes place and everybody goes, wow, that's amazing. It's such a small world. Well, I had a really good one happen to me. Now, I retired from my job on television on April the 2nd, 2016. And I was going out on the road after that, and I did. I went out for 18 months, traveled all over the United States, 45, 47 states, something like that, and about 60,000 miles. But just a couple of weeks after I retired, I got an email from Phil Blauer over at Fox in San Diego and wanted to know if I could do a commentary for him for a pursuit video that they couldn't find anybody else in San Diego to do. Well, I told him, you realize I've retired? And he said, oh, yeah. And then, and do you realize I'm in Louisiana? And he said, well, no, I didn't know that. So I explained the situation. I was in a campground on the Mississippi River on the Louisiana side, a little town called Vidalia, just across the river from Natchez, Mississippi. And he says, well, maybe we can work that out. And I said, well, I can't actually do a running commentary on the video because there's no way I can watch it. But I can watch it online and then just give you some general comments about what happened. He said, okay, that'll be great. I said, but I want to do this where you can see the Mississippi River over my shoulder and be a little bit of a joke about that. He said, okay, that'll work. So we went outside, went up on a picnic table, stuck this phone out on the table on a special little thing I used to prop it up. Now, because I was a little distance away from the phone so you could see the Mississippi, I had to talk sort of loud in what I call the TV voice. And so I did the commentary. They liked it. And then I turned off the phone and was wrapping everything up. Now, in this campground, there were about 30 people that were camped there. Had one big rig on one side of me and a couple over on the other, a few out in different spots out there. And while I had noticed a few people there in the park, I hadn't really paid much attention to them. Well, as I was finishing the report, the people who had been in the one next to me started to walk by at the end of the rigs there. And I said, excuse me if I was talking so loud, but I'm sorry, I was just sort of using my TV voice. And the lady says, why are you using a TV voice? And I said, well, I used to be on TV in San Diego. And she looked at me and she says, is that you, Phil? And I looked at her and I said, Jeannie? And what had happened was, here in a very small RV park in Louisiana on the border with Mississippi, and the rig next to me was my old CHP commander, Jeannie Youngers. Now, Jeannie and I hadn't seen each other for 15, 20 years. So talk about a small world. She lived in California. I live in California. We had worked together 15, 20 years ago together in California. And we just managed to be in spaces next to each other in a small RV park in Louisiana, right on the Mississippi River. And probably if I hadn't done the commentary for the TV station back in San Diego, we may not have even actually seen each other. So that is a minute world. Thank you very much for watching. You can press the button over here and that'll let you subscribe to my channels, and I appreciate that too. Thanks for watching.